The Trump administration can slow down marijuana legalization, but they can't stop it.
I think medical should happen, right? Don't we agree? I mean, I think so. And then I really believe you should leave it up to the states. It should be a state situation.
First of all, the federal government doesn't have the power to force states to make marijuana illegal again. So even if they, say, filed a lawsuit to challenge the system of licensing and regulation, they might knock that out if they were successful with that lawsuit. But that doesn't mean that marijuana is banned again in those states. It just means it's unregulated. So from their point of view, I'm not sure that that's any better. A lot of people are worried that the Trump administration will crack down on marijuana legalization, mainly because of the man he chose for Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, who is an old-style drug warrior.
Marijuana is not the kind of thing that ought to be legalized. Good people don't smoke marijuana.
He could indeed crack down on a lot of marijuana businesses in states where it's legal. That would obviously have a very disrupting effect on the industry. What would be not just hard but impossible would be to go after all the people producing and distributing marijuana, because in almost all the states that have legalized it for recreational use, you're allowed to grow your own at home. The federal government wouldn't have the manpower to go after all of these home growers. The federal government has never had the resources to actually enforce prohibition for the most part. They relied overwhelmingly on the states. Almost all of the arrests were done by the states. So they can create a lot of chaos, but ultimately they're not going to reverse legalization and bring back prohibition. There's really very little upside politically for Trump to go after legal marijuana. It's first of all inconsistent with what he said during the campaign. Secondly, it's inconsistent with conservative principles insofar as conservatives believe that states should be able to make their own policies with respect to things that happen within the state. And he is going contrary to public opinion because the polls show a majority of Americans support legalization. Social conservatives might be pleased by a crackdown on marijuana, but he has placated them in various other ways already. So that's the only benefit I can see, and there's a very big downside.